Parles-tu français? Hablas español? Parli italiano? If you've used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world. With lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Wondery. Spelled BABBEL.com/Wondery. Rules and restrictions may apply.
If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of a deal. But are you getting the deal and cash back? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love, savings, and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Target, Sephora, and even Expedia. Stack sales on top of cash back and feel what it's like to know you're maximizing the savings. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back sent to you through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app or go to Rakuten.com to start saving today. It's the most rewarding way to shop. That's RAKUTEN. Rakuten.com.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
AFR On Demand is brought to you by Breck Golf. Try Beaver Creek today, just 20 minutes from downtown Baton Rouge in the Zachary area. They've got a PGA Tour driving range, a short game practice area, 30 to 40-yard practice shots. It's a great place to chip and putt and practice if you don't have time for a full round. Book your tee time today, golf.breck.org, golf.breck.org.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge.
Let's ride!
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Guess who's back again?
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Let me find out your ass spanks the hot gut.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us.
Yeah, good to be here.
AFR live from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers. Muse and Paulie are back in studio. Terrio's here on site with us, and we do this every single Football Friday. We bring on our celebrity guest picker. But first, Pete Thamel is reporting that Caden Durham is doubtful.
Oh, downgraded.
For LSU tomorrow.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think we'll see how it all plays out, but it's kind of what we talked about earlier today, or what you talked about. It's just, it lingers, an ankle could linger, and we'll see. One of the tidbits I got earlier today was that, Durham was definitely questionable. He's got better every day. And that, Juwan Johnson, maybe, really like a 1A, 1B situation, and we'll get opportunities. But also I would fully expect that Xavion Thomas will get carries as well. Remember, we've seen a lot of that, him motioning from receiver into the backfield. And when he's instinctive, and I heard Hester talking about this earlier this week. It's a great point. Returners, this is a great analogy. Xavion's a punt returner. And a punt returner, or even kick returners, it's basically like the same skill set as a running back. You're in lanes and you're following blocks. I mean, it's conceptually the same. So Xavion Thomas is a punt returner. has shown that vision and that ability. So handing him the ball in the backfield, I think, is similar to the skill set of following, of a punt return. So I do think they have options. They got plenty of guys. What you don't have if Durham doesn't play is someone who's taken 12, 15 carries in an SEC game on the road to see what that looks like. So there is an unknown, which it's worrisome, but it also kind of cool because it creates great opportunity as well.
No, absolutely.
So we'll see how that all plays out. All right, Muse, if you would, hit our music, and let's welcome aboard our guest picker here for Week 5 of the college football season. Since Theriot did not secure a guest picker, even though I asked you earlier in the week. Who did I ask you to get early in the week?
Landry Kiffin.
Yeah. Did you slide up in her DMs?
No.
You didn't even try?
Nope.
Didn't see if you knew someone who knew someone who could make a call?
Nope.
She's been in Baton Rouge a lot. You didn't even attempt. I'm surprised you didn't make an attempt.
I didn't even make an attempt. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even make an attempt.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like the 7 degrees of separation with that. For you, it's probably like 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
Super disappointing.
Yeah.
So I figured if we can't get Landry Kiffin, we'll get the next best thing, the foremost expert on all things Whit Weeks and Landry Kiffin, and that is it's my wife, Erica.
Yes.
E-Rock, Erica Moscona, who has been fought. Look, she's an OG. She's been fought. Erica, how are you?
Hey Ryan, I'm good.
Hey Erica, what's up?
I told Matt that I thought you could pull like your pro baseball status card with her and get her on for sure.
I know. Look, there's no excuse here.
Matt, Ryan's famous. He's gonna does she know who he is?
Matt suggested it, and I just dropped the ball. I didn't do it, so that's on me.
Yeah, that's all right.
How long have you followed Landry Kiffin on social media?
I started following her on TikTok last football season when I just happened to stumble upon a Get Ready With Me with her and her dad, which I love Lane Kiffin, first of all. He is one of my favorite people. I don't know, his sense of humor just cracks me up. I love his attitude. I love the way he just kind of roasts people. So I stumbled upon them, and then I loved it, and I kept showing everybody their Get Ready With Me's, and I started following her. So I watch her all the time. She's beautiful and funny, and I think what she did this week, I think, is awesome. So,
Why?
Because she could have broken this news any other time, but they wait and did it. What was that, Monday? When she went on Instagram? I thought it was genius.
Why was it genius?
Because it takes the photo. It could make people distracted. It gets a lot of hype. Everyone on the planet is talking about this.
I don't think everyone on the planet is talking about it.
Yes. Well,
Erica, are you off Taylor Swift and on Landry now?
No. I'm going next. I'm getting orange nails tomorrow.
Because the new album
comes out next Friday. I'm going to New Orleans for a listening party.
She's going to a listening party where they're all gonna get together and listen to the new album. She's going to another city to sit in a room with other people and listen to a new album.
We're not going to be sitting there taking notes and listening. It's just like a party that all they're going to do is play the album, basically.
Okay. So
you're
still
sitting there with a notepad like you do with your games or something.
So there's enough room in there for two? That's impressive for Landry and Taylor. That's a lot. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Erica, do you think whose relationship will last longer? Will Taylor and Travis break up first, or will Landry and Whit break up first?
Taylor and Travis are not breaking up. They're getting married.
Yeah,
they're gonna live happily ever after.
Yeah, it'll be devastating to her career if it lasts, Erica. Her whole thing is about breaking up with people and writing albums.
She's ready. She doesn't. She can write about happy stuff now.
Nope, it just doesn't work that way.
Okay.
No, the next album will be fire too.
Longer.
When they break up,
yeah, it's gonna be so good.
When they break up, that next album is gonna be awesome.
That breakup album is gonna be really good.
Y'all are awful. Y'all are terrible.
I think we're just honest. I think we all recognize the reality of the situation. Hey, Erica, we're going to pick games in just a second, but today's show is brought to you by Got Lit Light Installers. Would you like to thank you. Would you like to confirm and share your experience with Got Lit Light Installers?
Got Lit saved Christmas at our house because Matt is a big Scrooge and doesn't like to celebrate anything fun or decorate or do anything.
Wait. Well, you can't say I don't like to celebrate. I don't like to decorate. It's the physical labor of putting up lights. I don't do anything. No, that's the worst part of it. The fun part is having people over to our house and merriment and having cocktails and great food and all that sort of stuff. Like, that's the fun part.
Eggnog.
Disagree. Decorating is fun. Ryan, you know it is.
I like decorating.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Decorating is fun.
I like decorating, and I like nutcrackers. So there's
these
that.
are really popular lately. The
Big
nutcrackers
nutcracker
like
guy.
big.
Big nutcracker guy. Big Winter Wonderland guy here.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, let's not get distracted here. We're trying to talk about Gotlit, so people will call them or go to the website. GotlitLights.com.
Gotlit is amazing. Derek does a great job. He's had our house look beautiful for 2 years now, and everybody needs to call and get a quote and tailor it around your needs because it's phenomenal. It's the best thing ever to just know it's done and then it's picked up and it's easy. Perfect.
GotlitLights.com. GotlitLights.com. Go to the website, get your quote, GotlitLights.com. All right, Muse. I don't know if you've already hit the music, Muse. If you haven't, let's hit the music. All right, Erica, you've done this before because Ryan's usually lazy a few times, doesn't get a guest picker, so you know the drill. 10 games, we're just picking winners. We'll start off tonight. We got a good one out in the Big 12. It's TCU at Arizona State in the desert. Erica, who do you like?
TCU.
Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to go TCU as well.
I am going to go Arizona State. This is one of those auto plays for me where you have an unranked favorite over a ranked. Arizona State, give me the Sun Devils. Southern Cal, Erica, is at Illinois. They got to go from
I need you to give me rankings, too. No, I need rankings when you tell me the name.
No. Southern Cal is I don't have it in front of me. Southern Cal, I think Southern Cal is ranked. I'll get the ranking. I don't have it in front of me. Southern Cal is ranked, and then Illinois is ranked as well.
Southern Cal is the blue and yellow?
No, that's UCLA. Southern Cal is red, and it's who LSU played last year in Vegas that we saw.
That's like the hot dog team? I hate that. No.
The hot dogs.
Yes,
the
hot dogs.
So, the other one, then Illinois.
Okay, Erica's going Illinois. Ryan?
Where is the game?
It's at Illinois. In Champaign.
Illinois.
I am going to take Southern Cal in this game. I'm leery of it because they're traveling from L.A. to Champaign, Illinois. But I do think just watching Illinois get smoked last week by Indiana makes me very leery of them. Erica, Notre Dame at Arkansas. I know where you're going with this.
You know what I'm doing.
I know.
I'm going with Notre Dame, Denny B, Jen Brock's offense. I'm all there. Notre Dame,
yeah,
$5 million.
All right, we're all that would be Mike Denbrock, former LSU offensive coordinator, who's, I guess we could say, a friend of the family, and Erica loves Mike Denbrock and their whole family. So that was an obvious one. Okay, Ohio State is at Washington. Erica.
Ohio State.
Ryan.
Washington.
All right, I'm going to go Ohio State. I like Washington to cover, though. I like Washington to cover, but I like Ohio State to win the game. Auburn is at Texas A&M. Erica.
Texas A&M.
Ryan.
Auburn.
Okay, this for me is another spot play where A&M had an open date last week. Auburn had a road conference game at Oklahoma. I never like back-to-back road conference games. Even if I liked Auburn as a better team, I'm going A&M on this one, so I'll go with the Aggies.
I haven't heard anything about Auburn this year. I didn't even know they're playing football. Like, I don't even think they're playing.
They should have won last week.
No one's even talked about them.
Tennessee at Mississippi State. Erica.
Tennessee.
Ryan.
Tennessee.
All right, we're all Tennessee. But that's another one where I like Mississippi State in the points. I think people are sleeping on State. I think they are sneaky improved with a good quarterback in Blake Shapen. I like State with the points, and I wouldn't be surprised they won the game, but I'll take Tennessee. Oregon at Penn State, big one in the Big Ten. Whiteout at Happy Valley. Erica.
Penn State, is that the one they waved with the hospital kids?
No, that's Iowa.
Oh, are they playing?
Yes, we can do that one if you want.
Okay, let's do that one.
Well, no, we're gonna do Oregon Penn State first.
Okay. Okay, Oregon because their uniforms, I love them.
Okay, right.
I want Penn State here.
I'm gonna go Penn State as well at home. All right, Erica, Indiana at Iowa, where they wave at which the Kinnick wave is a cool
definitely
thing.
Iowa for sure because that's the best tradition in college football. The best tradition. I cry every time.
Indiana's going to win by a lot.
Really? Yeah. Oh, darn it.
Yeah, I'm going Indiana as well. Okay. But we'll really like to watch the Kinnick wave. That'd be great. All right. Bama is at Georgia. Erica.
I mean, I'm going Georgia.
Ryan.
Georgia.
Georgia, too. I go Georgia.
Like, this isn't hard. Alabama played one legitimate team and got smoked. They blew out 2 garbage teams. Now they're going on the road to play Georgia, who never loses at home. I think Kirby's like 45-1 in his life. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Georgia never loses at home. Bama and their Elmer Fudd coach ain't rolling in there and winning. Georgia's going to dump truck them chumps. Eric, I got to figure out what I'm going to do on Monday, though. Maybe I'll paint my head with the Bulldog like that guy. I got to do something on Monday for Bama's
maybe we
burn.
should go buy a Bulldog.
You should get a Bulldog. Y'all should have a Bulldog.
Us buying a Bulldog.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
We're not buying a Bulldog. No, we're not having a dog. No.
True would love that.
Not happening.
My gosh.
He would not want that.
Yeah, he would.
A little Bulldog. A little one, like the little Frenchies.
A little, no. No, not doing that. All right, LSU at Ole Miss, Erica.
LSU by 3.
Wow.
Ryan.
Yeah, LSU. Give me the Tigers.
Y'all know I'm picking LSU. I've been picking LSU all week. All right, Erica, thank you. I'll see you later. Love you.
All right, love you. Bye, Ryan.
All right, bye.
Erica.
It's after further review. Like, you see where this goes? Like, this somehow can't.
She knows her stuff, man. She knows her stuff.
What's the mustard team? Like, when I tell people my wife knows nothing about sports, like she asked if Southern Cal was the blue and yellow team.
She knew about Mike Denbrock.
And then she knew that it was the mustard team who we played last year in Vegas.
She knew that Iowa waves at the kids.
Yep.
She knows some things.
All the things. She does know some things. There are things she knows. Football, not one of those things that she knows. By the way, April Burkholder last week, 8-2, crushed it. You went 5-5. I went 6-4.
Okay.
Our guest pickers have done awesome this year. April was 8-2. She was all worried about doing it. She didn't know. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I promise you, it doesn't matter. Just pick winners for whatever. She's picked teams from Texas, and she won. She did great. All right, it's after further review. We are here at Don Juan Cigar Bar for a Football Friday. Y'all come hang out for part of your Friday, part of your weekend here at Don Juan Cigar Bar. We're brought to you by Supper Club, supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. So at 5:15, if you're knocking off of work, you don't want to go home, go to Supper Club. I mean, always open seating at the bar. So 14 bar stools, 7 bar tables. It's always first come, first serve there. So you can pop on in, have a cocktail, glass of wine, maybe wait on one of those bar tables or a bar stool to come available, have your dinner at the bar, or you try your hand at getting a reservation, getting a table. Supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. What's your favorite thing to eat at Supper Club?
The butter cake.
I knew you were going to say the butter cake.
I love the butter cake. I love the steaks. I like the bread that they bring before.
It's so good. The dinner rolls that are one of the appetizers with all the different the different butters and stuff. It's incredible. You got to try it. Supper Club. Look, whatever you get at Supper Club is going to be the best thing of that. If it's the sea bass or a steak or the veal parm or whatever, the burn ends, short ribs, like whatever you get, the king crab legs, the Alaskan king crab legs, whatever you get, it's going to be the best of that thing you ever had. Just a true dining experience at Supper Club. Supperclubbtr.com, supperclubbtr.com. Okay, y'all, it is after further review. Next 2 segments, we're doing previews and picks. So when we come back, we'll break down Saints Bills. Ryan and I will give you our picks. Then we'll break down LSU Ole Miss, give you our picks. We'll wrap up the show with Ask Ryan. Glad you're here on a Football Friday edition of AFR from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Got Lit Light Installers.
AFR.
Ooh, look what we get to talk about. How fired up are you for that?
So we get to buy new plants because my landscaping is getting destroyed right now.
Why?
Pool. Gutters. Fence getting built. Outdoor kitchen. My landscaping is getting crushed.
So where are you going to go?
Oh, we're 100% going to Clegg's.
Clegg's Nursery. They got 4 locations, you know.
Yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. No, I'm not going there.
LA 16 in Denham?
Not going there.
Mid-City on Donmore? Or are you going to go to the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs?
I'm going to the plant,
the Garden
Wonderland in Denham Springs. Where is it?
Greenwell Springs.
It's unbelievable, that place.
It's the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. It is massive. It's the largest garden center in the state.
Yes.
It feels like it goes on forever. Unmatched selection, and the people are awesome. It's Clegg's Nursery. Buy local, shop local. Be sure to tell them Matt sent you in when you go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
think he's playing really clean football. He's just excellent in the progression game of just getting completions. He just gets completions at a really high level. The game feels very calm to him. And then when it gets off schedule, that's when he uses his legs, and he doesn't use them just to use them. All of a sudden everything gets matched out, and now he's out there, playing off schedule and making some phenomenal plays. So that's the challenge for us, is we got to do an excellent job on the first phase of the play, match things up, contest, all that good stuff. And then there's this second phase where the rush has to keep coming, the pressure has to keep coming. We still have to cover these guys in an extended period of time, because that's where he's made some explosive plays that change games.
That is Saints head coach Kellen Moore talking about Bills quarterback and NFL MVP Josh Allen. And Allen is one reason why the New Orleans Saints are the largest underdog they've been in a game since 1975. Saints are a 16.5-point underdog on the road here against the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot of reasons to like Buffalo, obviously. They might very well be the best team in the league. They might have very well the best quarterback and best player in the league. This is in Buffalo, where the Bills have a 13-game home winning streak. The Bills Mafia has had a lot to cheer for. I don't know that there's anything in this game at all that I like for New Orleans. You were a professional athlete and played on some good teams. You also played on some really bad teams. The Saints are a really bad team with no real expectation of winning anything. Losing to Seattle last week the way they did, if anybody had any, delusions of grandeur that maybe this team could catch fire and make the playoffs, I think all that went out the window last week. It was a very sobering reality of just how bad this team is.
Quick.
Right.
So the first 4 minutes of the game.
Well, and now you're going to Buffalo, and you're the biggest underdog. And Saints have had a lot of bad teams since 1975. I mean, the 1980 team was 1-15. I mean, you had the Mike Ditka teams. You had the Katrina year team that went 3-13. You've had some awful teams. None of them have been a 16.5-point underdog. So give me, when you're on a bad team, what is how do you keep going to work every day?
It's hard, man. It is miserable to head into the office knowing you're going to lose the game. I mean, that's like, studying all night for a test and go and take the test and knowing you're going to fail the test. Because, I mean, essentially that's what these guys have done, their whole careers and or this season in preparation, but they know they can't win. I mean, from the player's standpoint, there's nothing harder, than getting up for that game and then still having to go out there and execute. And I'll tell you what happens is guys end up playing very selfishly because you end up knowing that you can't win as a team. So you just want to go out there and do things individually that can pop a little bit in hopes of either getting traded or, maybe a extension on a contract. And so it just, man, it doesn't bode well at all.
What do you think is that's an interesting point. What do you think is something that, if you're watching on Sunday, and look, the Saints aren't going to win this game. I mean, when we've seen lines this big over the last decade in the NFL, one team managed to win. 8 of the other 9 have failed to cover, meaning the team that was favored covered the number. Because you have a number this big because there's just such a massive disparity. It doesn't happen in the NFL.
Right.
So what is something that, if you're watching, that you think would be an indicator of someone playing for themselves?
I mean, I think blocking from a wide receiver standpoint, that's an indication to me. That's a hustle team type thing. Blocking in general would be kind of a one of those things that would be obvious for me. Trailing plays, defenders running trailing plays, not giving full effort would be one. We saw a couple receivers kind of giving up on routes, or quarterback maybe gets out of the pocket, gets off schedule. Receivers just stop their routes rather than continuing their routes. That could be a selfish thing. I don't know, man. I didn't play the game long enough or at a high enough level to tell you what would be a selfish move or not. But yeah, I mean, to me, that's just, I guess, the unnoticed things that don't necessarily go in on the stat sheet that help a team win.
Yeah.
And just not focusing on those things.
I'll tell you the thing that bothers me, and I've talked a lot about my expectation for the Saints team in this season. It's not. I mean, I thought they'd win 4 or 5 games. And they may still, by the way. Like, that could certainly happen.
Do you still feel that?
I think the next 2 weeks, you're home against the Giants and the Patriots, who are bad teams, and you get those games at home. I think you could win either or both of those. You get a home game against the Jets, which I think is winnable. And division games are always unpredictable because there's so much familiarity with the teams. And the Panthers and the Falcons, I think, have some real struggles. I mean, I don't think the Panthers are good, and they just shut out the Falcons last week. So, I mean, I think there are winnable games on this schedule. So they're not going to go winless, but I think a 4 or 5 win season is probably, what you're realistically looking at, on the high end. But the things that really bother me, man, are like the penalties. You get flagged 16 times in week 1. 13 of them are accepted, and that should be such an unacceptable thing to happen. But then you come back 2 weeks later in this game in Seattle, and you have a repeat of that. You have double-digit penalties, and it's not penalties of aggression. It's false start. It's illegal motion. It's procedure. It's just stupid things that, like, how do you not have enough men on the line of scrimmage? Like, Chris Olave with an illegal formation is just an inexcusable thing. And that's where I start to look and say, is the culture bad? Are they listening to the coach? Do they respect him? Like, that's where I start to, like, to your point about great effort. I mean, Demario Davis, they're losing by 30. He's trailing plays and making tackles on the sideline and flying. That's awesome. Who he is. That's who he is.
He's a man of God.
Like, that's an obvious explanation. I just don't even know what to look for in this game.
Well, it's the things that you just mentioned too. The mental mistakes. It, to me, is a clear indication of you just not being locked in, and that's being selfish in my opinion.
Look, I mean, the last time these two teams played was in the Dome in 2021, and the Bills beat the Saints 31-6. That was Peyton's last team.
It all starts at the top, man. And when I say at the top, I'm not talking about the coach. I'm talking about above the coach. I mean, and players can feel. Players listen, they read newspapers, they understand, this is ownership, GM. That's where this whole thing starts, and it trickles upward, and they feel that same negativity, and they understand too. They're not dumb, man. And then that trickles down to the coaches, and a lot of times the coaching staff's kind of hamstrung in this scenario because you show up to a gunfight, with a knife.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he going to do?
Well, I'll try to give you something measurable to watch in this game. So, look, Buffalo's great, right? They're first in the NFL in total offense. They're first in rushing offense. They're fifth in passing offense. They're fourth in scoring offense. We know they can score, right? They got a great offense with the reigning MVP. Defensively, they're 9th overall. They're second in the NFL in passing offense, 20th in scoring, but they're dead last. Buffalo is dead last in rushing defense. They're 32nd in rush defense. So, for the first time this season, the Saints have a healthy offensive line. Or at least you'll have all 5 starters there, right? You'll have Trevor Penning at left guard. You'll have Fuaga back at right tackle. And Kamara has been really a pleasant surprise early, kind of building on the season he had last year, even though he was injured at the end of the season. He was pacing for the first 1,000-yard season of his career. This is one where, I think maybe if you're going to try to strategize in this game, that's it. It's like try to take advantage of Buffalo's porous rush defense, run the ball, possess it, shorten the game, control the clock, and maybe you keep it within the number and find some opportunities. I just don't know that the Saints defense, which is middle of the pack basically in every statistical category, if the Saints defense is ready for this challenge on the road, especially where you've got to protect the ball and play good on special teams in all 3 phases. And they just haven't shown the ability to do that. So, I want to see Alvin Kamara. I'm curious to see, another opportunity for Spencer Rattler, road game against, a tough environment, maybe the best team in the NFL. This will be a pretty indicative test of where Rattler is in his productivity. And, man, do you play with any pride after last week?
I think Rattler's done fine.
But not just Rattler. I mean, the team as a whole playing with any pride, coming back off of that experience a week ago in Seattle, which was so embarrassing from start to finish. I mean, a punt blocked, a punt return for a touchdown, a kickoff return 60 yards. You just, you were just awful in every phase. So, I'm picking the Bills. I think you're picking the Bills. Everybody's picking the Bills. I mean, it's the biggest point spread in the NFL. The only question is, can the Saints keep it inside the number and be more competitive? I hope they can be. I don't have a lot of confidence that they will be. I think the Bills win and win going away. I'm not sure that the Saints will even score. But they'll take this one on the chin and then come home for a couple of games that are more winnable with the Giants and the Patriots coming up next, where you'll be punching, at your own weight, in your own weight class, and see if maybe you can find a way to steal a win after this. But you're going to have to grin and bear it through this game against the Buffalo Bills coming up on Sunday in Orchard Park. All right, it's After Further Review. We're here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Our Friday show here from Don Juan is brought to you by Gotlit Light Installers. Of course, I always love telling you about Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. That's me, that's Terrio, Tilly, Joe Morales, our great staff over at Parish Construction and Roofing. We got a lot going on.
Oh, there's a ton going on at Parish, and this is the time, I think you kind of get ready for, obviously we're in the middle of hurricane season. You never know what's going to happen. You pray that nothing does, but, get that inspection. If you have a couple missing shingles or you see, some granular loss, whatever it may be, give us a call. We'd love to come check the roof out and see if there's anything going on. It's important to get out in front of that stuff before there's a leak, and then now you have interior damage, and it's free. We don't charge anything. The guys love to get out there and give you an honest opinion on what's going on with your roof.
Yeah, I always say there's two ways to know if you have roof damage. You can let us come do that free, no obligation roofing inspection, or you can wait for it to rain and then you get water spots on your ceiling and you realize you got roof damage. And one of those options is better than the other. So we'd love to help you out with a free, no obligation roofing inspection, commercial or residential. Repairs, replacements, we do gutters, soft wash, the whole nine. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Do business with someone you know. Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com. Okay, let's knock out a quick break, y'all. We'll come back, give you our final thoughts on LSU and Ole Miss prediction, then we'll wrap up the show with Ask Ryan here from Don Juan Cigar Bar, presented by Gotlit Light Installers.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You've been injured in an accident. It's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for, 3 decades. Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon also has so many ways that he continues to give back to the communities that he serves. And it's one of the things I love to point out is Gordon Gives, which is the philanthropic arm of Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. And there's a lot of different ways that they show that, from the laptop giveaway around graduation, the bicycle giveaway around the holidays, the G team giving great opportunities and financial opportunities to young student athletes in all different sports, both men and women's sports, at places like LSU and other schools as well. And then there's rarely a charity event in town you go to without seeing that big Block G logo, because Gordon and his team love to give back. So if you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Now they'll motion Lacey back to the right side of the formation. Here's the snap. Pump fake by Nussmeier. He's going to throw towards the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Fighting Tigers! Tigers win! Tigers win! In the right corner of the end zone. 25-yard strike to Kyron Lacey. And the Tigers indeed walk it off here at Tiger Stadium with a 29-26 victory.
1 year ago, Chris Blair on the call, the LSU Sports Radio Network. It was Garrett Nussmeier to the late Kyron Lacey. Heroics for LSU as the Tigers would upset Ole Miss in Tiger Stadium. Devastating blow for Ole Miss in their playoff chances. A game that sort of propelled LSU as they started on what would be a really good October until they ran into some trouble in College Station. But this game generally delivers. LSU and Ole Miss. We know the stats. Home team has won the last 5 in this series. It has been a game that before this run of the last 5 years has been dominated, had been dominated for the previous half decade by LSU, where the Tigers had won 5 straight until this recent run. And Lane Kiffin obviously has been a big part of elevating Ole Miss's program from a doormat, a runt, which is what they've been throughout most of their history, to at least a respectable team. But this is one where I've said from the beginning of the week, and this upsets a lot of Ole Miss people. I don't know how this game is even close. I don't know what I'm missing so dramatically in this game that has Ole Miss favored, or even this remotely close. I don't care that it's being played on the road in a glorified high school stadium with metal beams on the outside when you walk in, where their history is so pathetic that they have to put up a 2003 SEC West Championships banner in their stadium when LSU beat them in that stadium and won not only the West, the SEC, and also the national championship that year. That is the level of runt that we are talking about here with Ole Miss. And they've had some moments, but the bottom line is, I don't know what I am missing that would lead me. Like, there's a lot of times I'm not sure. Like, if I think LSU's going to lose a game, I'll tell you. I said there and pick Clemson to beat LSU.
Yep. No, you will.
I will tell you if I think I picked Ole Miss to win this game last year in Baton Rouge. They were 3.5-point favorite. And you know what they should have? You know why they didn't? Because their coach choked. Their coach is a really good offensive game planner. He can scheme an offense. You know what he can't do? Manage a game and win. He starts going forward on 4th down in his own territory, deep, turning over possessions. Last year, deep in LSU's territory after a turnover, got no points because he went for it on the 4th down, choked away opportunities against Florida. That dude lost twice last year as a double-digit favorite to Kentucky and Florida. Let me ask you something there, Rhino.
Yep, ask away.
Let me ask something.
Ask away.
If you're a double-digit favorite and you lose twice, what do people generally say about that team?
You stink.
No, you got outcoached.
The coach
Why did the team with lesser talent win? Because you got outcoached.
The coach made mistakes.
And that's what happens with Ole Miss all the time with Lane Kiffin. Great offensive mind, and sure, they can play the bully and they can beat up on bad teams. Last year was their opportunity. I had the utmost respect for what they did. They went in the transfer portal, bought an incredible roster a year ago. That was their opportunity, and their coach gagged it away. Yep. They lost twice as a double-digit favorite. They lost in Baton Rouge, a game they had no business losing, where they didn't trail until the final score in overtime. They left the door open, and LSU snatched the victory away. I look at this game, and it's a total role reversal, because I look at Ole Miss right now. They returned 2 starters from last year's team. 2. And everyone just is gaga over this offense right now with Trinidad Chambliss. You got a guy from Ferris State. As my friend Russ Mitchell said earlier this week, Ferris ain't a state, it's a wheel. You could tell me a dude from Division II, who a year ago was playing Division II defenses. Now he comes to Ole Miss. He's started 2 games against Arkansas and against Tulane.
Division II.
By the way, Arkansas's pass defense is in the 70s nationally. Tulane is 105. You want to sit here and tell me all about the numbers that Ole Miss's offense has put up? They played 4 teams. They played Georgia State, 120th in the country in pass defense. They scored 53 on Georgia State. Vandy played Georgia State last week, scored 70. I'm supposed to be impressed that Ole Miss hung 63 on Georgia State. Ole Miss plays. They go and play Kentucky. They end up in a tie ball game with Kentucky, who sucks. It was supposed to be a get-right game after last year Kentucky upset them. They were supposed to go to Kentucky and blast them. Revenge game, payback. That game's tied with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Kentucky stinks.
Kentucky is awful. Kentucky literally doesn't do anything well. They're at the bottom of the league rankings across the board in everything. They stink at everything. And Ole Miss was in a dogfight with them 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. This Ole Miss team defensively is atrocious. I watched Arkansas go into Oxford and put up 500 yards of offense on that defense. I watched Tulane last week rush for 180 yards. Tulane ran for 180 yards against this Ole Miss defense. Someone is going to have to explain to me what I am missing, because clearly there is something I don't see. Because what I've seen is Blake Baker's defense with pros at every level, because I know what's going to happen in April. The draft's going to roll around. Patrick Payton, Jack Pyburn, Bernard Gooden, Whit Weeks, West Weeks, Mansour Delane, A.J. Halsey, all these guys, Harold Perkins, they're all getting drafted
early.
They're all getting drafted.
Yep.
LSU's got pros at every level of the defense that's going to be going against a Division II dude that's lit it up so far against garbage teams. This will be, by a mile, the best defense they have faced, and might be the best defense they face all year. And I'm supposed to sit there and think Ole Miss is going to crack the code? When LSU goes to Clemson and a fifth-year senior with 4 returning offensive linemen and 2 all-conference receivers, they put together 1 scoring drive?
Heisman candidate.
And Clemson stinks. Because LSU broke them. Mm-hmm. Like, that place was a madhouse when LSU went up there and played them. And they put together 1 scoring drive. You got Cade Klubnik, who's a 3-year starter, seeing ghosts, can't even find open receivers because all the elite pressures and blitzes that Blake Baker's bringing. You think Ferris State's going to get there? He's going to crack this code? If he does, I'll sit here on Monday and I will tip my cap. I will eat a mountain of crow. I mean, I will eat the biggest pile of crow ever, but I have not felt this bullish about this game since 2022 when Ole Miss came to Baton Rouge, undefeated, in the top 10, 7-0, and I said on Monday of that week, I ain't even waiting on Friday. LSU's beating Ole Miss because Ole Miss ain't playing anybody. And by the way, Ole Miss ended up a 5-loss team that year. They were 7-0, playing absolutely nobody because that's what pollsters do. They just, if you win, you go up. LSU had lost to Florida State. They got blown out by Tennessee, but LSU had incrementally kept getting better and better. That game was at home, and you know what happened that day? LSU beat Ole Miss 45-20. 45-20. And all them Ole Miss people had nothing to say to me that week. And I'm telling you, I feel the same way right now. Not only is LSU going to win this game, I don't know that this feels close on Saturday. Like, I don't know what the scoreboard will say at the end. Maybe they get a garbage time touchdown to make it feel better. But, like, this is going to be one of those games where LSU is going to take Lane Kiffin's offense, put them in a 3-hour chokehold, and Garrett Nussmeier, who showed last week, he's through whatever torso crap he had going on. He's going to go out there and sling it. And this is an awful Ole Miss pass defense. There's not a single pro in that secondary from Ole Miss. And Nussmeier's going to sling it. The receivers are going to go bonkers because Ole Miss can't stop anybody. We saw it against Arkansas. And LSU's going to go to Oxford, and they're going to win and win comfortably. I've yet to hear any salient argument to the contrary of why Ole Miss is going to be competitive or win this game.
Well, the only argument is something you said in the beginning of that deal. The home team has won the last 5 games.
And they could play this on the moon, and LSU's kicking the crap out of that team on Saturday.
Yep.
Play it on Mars. Play it in spacesuits. Put them all in spacesuits to sort of negate the speed. Ain't gonna matter.
Dang.
This ain't an anti-Ole Miss sentiment. I picked Ole Miss to win this game last year.
Yeah, no,
because they were the better team.
I get it.
LSU is so dramatically the better team. I'm gonna tell you what I've said since the offseason. And it's not me watching 4 games and trying to make something out of LSU beating Florida, who stinks. It ain't that. I have watched this team since spring and fall camp, and where a lot of people in media don't have the benefit of going and actually watching a team in practice because coaches don't allow access. Brian Kelly gives us access. I probably watched 20 hours of this team during fall camp, and I watched Mansour Delane, and I watched A.J. Halsey, and I saw Bernard Gooden give Josh Thompson hell, who's a 2-year starter in the Big Ten, and I watched this defense. I watched Harold Perkins look like Harold Perkins again. Like, I saw it. I'm not guessing. I wasn't watching him do stretch drills. I'm watching 11-on-11. I'm watching 7-on-7. I'm watching 1-on-1 drills with great receivers and DBs. And I'm like, this is what $18 million looks like. And I got news for you. Next year, all the dudes are gone.
Yeah.
So LSU's going to have a big problem next year.
We need $18 million
now?
more. Yeah.
But now?
Well, look, all you got to do is go position, player by player, and compare them to the other team. And that's going to tell you who's going to win. Or should win.
LSU, big. Tigers on the money line. Bet the under as well because Ole Miss ain't scoring. You got anything else you want to say? Call Got Lit Light Installers.
I think you said it all, bud.
GotLitLights.com. Have you done that? Have you called Got Lit yet? What are you doing? Why are you waiting? Go to GotLitLights.com.
Go to Got Lit Lights.
What are you doing? Get out your phone. Everybody do this right now. I want to crash their website.
You know what I did?
Would you do this for me?
I got the big lights, old school ones.
Oh, did you?
I did the big fat bulb, old school last year.
Would y'all do this for me? Would you please crash their website?
I'm going right now.
GotLitLights.com. I want to crash their website right now. Get out your phone.
All right.
If you approve of the rant I just went on, I want you to go to GotLitLights.com. And I want you to fill out the form right there to get your estimate. It's easy. You hit the little bars at the top. Learn more. You can fill out the form right there on the homepage. They'll call you. They'll come give you an estimate. GotLitLights.com. Couldn't be easier. You want your home to look awesome for Christmas without you doing any of the work? They do it all. GotLitLights.com. 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 Did we crash their site yet? Can we check? Did we crash it yet?
I'm trying to crash it.
Good. I hope it crashes. GotLitLights.com. Blow them up, y'all. Let's blow them up. Great people, awesome business, awesome service. GotLitLights.com. They'll come install Christmas lights at your house. Anything goes wrong during the season, a bulb goes out, they'll come fix it. When the season's over, they pack it all up, take it away. GotLitLights.com. Pricing depends on what you want. Do you want the roof, front, trees, wrap, lawn? It just depends on square footage of your house. All it just depends what you want. You do it super affordably. It is super affordable. They'll help you out. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. All right, final break. Wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
AFR. After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
He stands on his own 28. He gets a pass from center. He boots it and gets another nice kick away going way downfield. Billy Cannon watches it bounce. He takes it on his own 11. He comes back upfield at the 15, stumbles momentarily. He's at the 20, running hard at the 25, gets away from one man to 30, still runs at 25, at the 35, the 25, he's down to 50, he's in the 50,
45, 40. J.C. Polite's Halloween. 1959. A play that the second you hear it, you know exactly what it means. Arguably, the greatest moment in the history of LSU athletics. Billy Cannon's run, Warren Morris's home run. I mean, I think that's the list right there. What does Saturday afternoon in Oxford have in store for LSU and Ole Miss? Can't wait to see. I think it's going to be ass whipping. But y'all know how I feel about it already.
Really? How do you feel about it?
I mean, look, I've been wrong before. But how often do I go that hard on a prediction? How often? You sit with me every Friday. How often do I go that hard on a prediction?
It's pretty hard.
How often?
You got lit.
How often do I do that?
Not me.
How often am I that convicted on it?
Not often. It's not often.
Ask Ryan, does Whit Weeks remind you of Hall of Famer Kevin Green?
I don't. Is that a wrestler?
No, it's a guy with the long hair. Played for the Rams and the Steelers and the Panthers at the end of his. Him. You recognize him?
Yeah. He reminds me of Alex Anzalone.
Kind of, yeah. Much bigger than Alex Anzalone. Mm-hmm. Ask Ryan, we all know he's going to win the Cy Young. You've played with and against big league pitching. Can Skeens be branded as the best pitcher of the last decade?
Yes. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Can't wait to see what's next. Wrap it up here from Don Juan Cigar Bar. Muse Pauly back in studio. Thanks. Alondra's done a great job on site here. Appreciate Alondra. Villarreal. GotLitLights.com. GotLitLights.com. Y'all check them out for Got Lit Light installers. GotLitLights.com. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.
After further review.
As we get on down the road, remind you about Shaw Bills Tire and Auto Service. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. With locations all over South Louisiana, you need work done to your vehicle, you go to Shaw Bills because they will sell you name brand tires at wholesale prices and they'll treat you like family. Things like free tire repairs. Mm-hmm. Even if you didn't buy the tires at Shaw Bills. Got a tire leak, bring it to Shaw Bills.
Nail in your tire?
They'll just patch it. Mm-hmm. They'll patch it. If you need a new tire, now they're going to sell you the best tire on the road at the cheapest price possible.
They will.
Tires for any budget. And they work so hard to combine like a manufacturer offer with their in-house offer. Like they always have great deals when you use the Shaw Bills credit card. So ask about that when you go. But the most important thing is what Mr. Charlie put in their customer bill of rights. Like they actually have a customer bill of rights. Things they feel you as the customer are entitled to when you walk through their door. They're going to treat you awesome. It's Shaw Bills. ShawBillsTire.com. ShawBillsTire.com. It's Shaw Bills where we keep you rolling.